Good morning. It's 4:30 on WKYT this morning. Lexington police are looking for a man after they say he broke into a bowling alley. We'll have the details just ahead.
Malls and various stores around the country are going to be filled with thousands of shoppers this weekend. We've got some tips to help you stay safe when you're out and about.
And state police have launched the annual food drive. Hear how you can help them coming up.
This is WKYT This Morning.
Hello there and welcome in on this Wednesday. It is the day before Thanksgiving. I'm Bill Bryant.
And I'm Rebecca Smith. Let's see if we have anything to be thankful for in the weather department.
Oh, always. Let's check in with Micah.
Yeah, you wait until today, until tomorrow, and things get really, really nice. Yesterday wasn't all that bad. We made it to the 50s, actually mid-50s outside. And today it's going to be upper 50s, lower 60s. That's going to be the same deal for tomorrow. Really good looking weather ahead. Even some 40s coming out of the airports outside this morning. Most of us in the 30s, but it's still a pretty chilly start. There's your look by the afternoon, 59 degrees. Very nice day in store. It actually gets a little bit better for your Thanksgiving, and then the bottom drops out of the sky once we hit late Friday into your weekend. I'll show you the rain in that forecast coming up.
All right, see you then. Thank you.
New this morning, police are investigating after a Lexington bowling alley was broken into.
They say it happened about 2 o'clock this morning at the Joyland Bowling Lane on Rogers Road. Police say a man smashed in a side glass door and tried to steal money by damaging vending machines and pool tables. But the manager happened to be in the building at the time, and police say he chased him off. No injuries reported there in that situation. Police are still looking for a suspect.
This morning, students and teachers at a Laurel County high school are remembering a teenager who was killed in a crash. Police say 17-year-old Jacob Downey died yesterday morning after his truck hit a utility truck on the Hal Rogers Parkway in London. They say he was headed north to North Laurel High School. The school's principal says Downey's classmates are devastated.
He was just a student who showed up to school every day. He was a great student, well respected by his peers and teachers.
Police say at this point they're not exactly sure what caused the crash, but they do not think that speed played a role.
A Madison County woman is in jail this morning after state police say she injured 2 infants that she was babysitting. Police have charged 34-year-old Bessie Perkins with 2 counts of criminal abuse. State police say they started investigating after the infants' parents took them to a doctor to be treated for injuries that they had suffered. Police say Perkins injured the babies multiple times while they were in her care. Well, a man says that his business has been robbed twice in the last week, but now a Richmond motel owner is hoping that surveillance video will help police make an arrest.
He says when he confronted the robber at the Super 7 motel yesterday afternoon, the man punched him. WKYT's Monique Blair has the story.
Richmond's Super 7 motel owner Paul Patel is frustrated. Patel tells me he was in a back room Tuesday when this person walked into the motel lobby, walked over to the kitchen area for a moment, then ran towards the front desk, jumped the counter, and quickly opened as many drawers as he could, stealing less than $75. Patel says he saw the suspect on the surveillance camera from the back room and at that time walked out a side door, meeting the perpetrator face to face.
I did not say anything. He just came outside. So then he just punched me once and then keep running.
Now the Super 7 motel was also robbed last Wednesday, and owner Paul Patel tells me he believes the same person is responsible for both robberies.
And no doubt, by looking at 100%, it was that same guy.
These are some still images from that robbery. Similar scenario, the suspect walked to the kitchen area and then jumped the counter at the front desk. That time he got away with more than $1,000. But Patel says he learned a lesson from that incident.
I'm not keeping no more money in the drawer.
Now Patel has just one piece of advice for whoever is responsible for these crimes.
They need to get a job and try to earn real money instead of doing this to the people.
In Richmond, Monique Blair, WKYT.
And this morning we have learned more about a shooting that happened in a Lexington neighborhood. Lexington police now say a man shot near Eastland Parkway yesterday afternoon is in critical condition, but is also reported to be stable now at UK Hospital. They say they found the injured man near a vehicle behind the Parkway Center shops. At this time, police have not made any arrests in the case.
A Lincoln County family lost nearly everything they owned when a fire destroyed their home earlier this week. But only days later, the community has stepped up to try and help the family get back on their feet. As for your donations have been pouring in, Sean Moody has more on that.
It's been a tough couple of days.
This other corner was my room.
This is all that's left of Stephanie Padgett's Lincoln County home. No one was there when the fire started Monday afternoon.
They called and told me I needed to get here because it was done gone. I had already went and bought all the kids' Christmas, so it's burnt up too.
In the hours after the fire, though, Stephanie's family learned they're not alone.
Within a few hours, we had bags full of clothes, toiletries for the kids. They were dressed for several days.
Brandy Hahn is the Stanford Elementary School principal. Stephanie's youngest son goes there.
I realized that he was on the bus and had no idea that his home was in flames. I just grabbed my keys and headed that direction. We were able to deliver enough clothes and some toiletries and things like that to get them through the night.
Sheer Designs in Stanford is accepting donations of clothing and toiletries. And the biggest news so far is that someone donated a trailer for the family to stay in for now.
Rent-free for a little while until they can get on their feet. The utilities have all been turned on through donation. The only problem we're having right now is the heat cannot be turned on for a couple of days. And so we were hoping that maybe we could figure out a way that we could get the heat turned on for them so that they could be in their home for the holidays.
Brandy says it shows what kind of community Stanford is.
There's lots of people pulling for them, and I think it's going to, we'll help them get out on the other side.
In Lincoln County, Sean Moody, WKYT.
All right, well, if you would like to help out, you can donate money as well at PBK Bank in Stanford.
Nearly a month after the Breeders' Cup at Keeneland, Lexington city officials say they have had some time to look back now on how the event impacted the Bluegrass. They talked about it during the Bluegrass Sports Commission's corporate membership speaker series yesterday afternoon at the Red Mile. City officials consider the Breeders' Cup a huge success. They said it didn't cause any serious traffic problems as many had feared, and they also said it brought in a lot of money for the city's economy.
The Breeders' Cup represented $65 million, estimated $65 million in economic impact to Lexington. But beyond that, it gave us an international recognition. It illuminated Lexington to the world.
Lexington city officials say they are committed to bringing the Breeders' Cup back to Keeneland at some point. Well, state police have kicked off their 6th annual Cram the Cruiser food drive. And if you want to help out and donate, you can drop off non-perishable food donations at any KSP post in the state or at the agency's headquarters in Frankfort. There are also 28 Central Kentucky Krogers taking part. The food will later be passed out to shelters, churches, or other organizations serving those in need.
Well, Lexington police say they'll be increasing patrols around malls and shopping centers over the Thanksgiving weekend. Many shoppers will be headed out Thanksgiving night and Black Friday, of course, looking for the best deals. As you look for them, police want you to be aware of potential thieves and look for them as well. Police say a few easy tips can keep you from becoming a victim.
I know it seems kind of simple, but leaving your car unlocked makes a very easy target for a criminal.
Police also say to keep packages and valuables inside your car's trunk so that thieves cannot see them. For a full list of stores open on Thanksgiving, go to WKYT.com.
Try to be aware and alert as you're out there.
Yeah.
All right, our time this morning is 4:38, and WKYT this morning, just getting started.
Do you love Thai food but afraid to make it? Mom's Everyday demonstrates an easy and delicious recipe coming up.
We're a little cool this morning, sitting in the 30s and even some 40s outside. But let me tell you this, we head off into your Thanksgiving day. It feels fantastic. Then the rain moves on in. We'll talk all about that coming up.